Welcome to Current Issues, 8 o'clock, live from New York. We have breaking news tonight. The U.S. was attacked yesterday by the Empire of Japan. At about 8 o'clock a.m., waves of Japanese aircraft flew in from Japan and dropped bombs on American ships. The crew was still sleeping while this occurred. There were about 350 Japanese planes throughout the attack, and they took submarines. I'm sorry, this information is still coming in. One of the largest war vessels that was sunk was the USS Arizona. After about an hour after it hit, an hour and 5 minutes after it hit, she went down with 1,300 American lives still with her. Then there were also 4 other battleships that were attacked and were severely damaged. 3 battleships and 3 cruisers suffered lesser damage as well. The plane suffered serious damages, which was the Japanese plan. Nearly 200 American planes were destroyed. This is exactly what the Japanese wanted, to wipe out as many American vessels and planes as they could in one swift attack.
Tastes good, huh?
Welcome back. For those of you just joining us, the United States fleet was attacked by the Empire of Japan at Pearl Harbor about 8:05 a.m. this morning. There were multiple waves, about 3 waves, each lasting about 40 minutes. The Empire of Japan destroyed the USS Arizona. It was with a 1,000-pound bomb that crashed right through the ship's deck. The bomb easily penetrated the ship's deck and traveled into the hull, which was carrying large amounts of ammunition, and it exploded, killing the entire shore, with an estimated 1,358 men on board. 4 other battleships were also sunk. The Japanese also managed to sink or damage 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers, and an anti-aircraft training ship, and 1 mine layer. 188 aircraft were destroyed in the chaos. All in all, there were 2,402 personnel were killed, and 1,282 were wounded. 57 civilians were also killed in the attacks. The Japanese losses were very light, as opposed to the Americans. They only lost 5 midget submarines and 65 servicemen. Any planes that they lost were only a few kamikaze planes, which were ones that they used as weapons themselves when they flew into the ships to sink them. And we also captured 1 Japanese sailor. The losses were quite light compared to the American side.
Then later that day, the U.S. gets a 14-part Japanese message, but only deciphers parts of it. They do believe that a Japanese threat is relevant, but most likely somewhere in Southeast Asia. Washington then finds news of the attack and tries to warn Pearl Harbor, but uses different kind of radio, so it will get to Hawaii. Because of the time zone delay, they get the message 4 hours after the attack has started.
Welcome back to Current Issues. We actually have a survivor of the Pearl Harbor attacks named John with us, and he's going to tell us his experiences of being there during this terrible attack. John, what happened when you were there?
I was in the boat.
You were on the aircraft carrier, correct?
Yeah.
When the bomb dropped, as you were telling me earlier, but behind stage. What happened when the bomb exploded?
Oh, I was in the boat, and there was a plane in the air, and I saw it, and there was a bomb coming to me.
Yeah.
I was almost dead, but I was the only survivor.
You were able to get out of harm's way, though. So very lucky with that.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
So how did you get out of that? Did you swim to a different boat that wasn't being attacked and were able to?
Yeah, I swam.
All right. And you said a lot of your war friends perished in the attack?
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate, John. Well, thank you for the interview. Hope you have a good day. Welcome back. We actually have another interview with a nurse that was at the site of Pearl Harbor when this happened. Her name is Jane. Jane, can you tell us a little bit about what happened when you were there?
Well, I heard a lot of booming, and I walked out of my dorm room apartment thing.
Yeah.
And I saw a bomb go on the next door.
Oh wow, so you're very close to the fighting.
Mhm.
Were you actually, so you were over on the shore, the side, while the attack was taking place?
Yeah.
And then you had to, did you help people out in the
Yeah,
field, or?
I help people by pulling out my husband's machete and shooting airplanes.
Okay. Did you, help care for the victims, take them back to the hospital?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for the interview.
Alright.
So the Japanese Air Force attacked Pearl Harbor yesterday, but people might wonder why the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. The major reason is the American intervention in Japanese affairs. These are the following reasons that U.S. did to Japan. The U.S. prohibited exports of steel, scrap iron, and fuel to Japan because of the takeover of northern Indochina. The U.S. declared to stop invading other countries to Japan.
Welcome back. For those of you who are just joining us, we just were attacked. Sorry, Pearl Harbor has just been attacked at 8:05 a.m. Wave after wave, each lasting about 40 minutes. Attacked American battleships. The Empire of Japan destroyed the USS Arizona when a 1,000-pound bomb was dropped in the middle of the ship's deck. The bomb easily penetrated the ship's deck and traveled into the hull where it exploded, causing ammunition stayed on the ship to also go up. We lost 1,300 men on board. Four other U.S. battleships were sunk. The Japanese also managed to sink or damage 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers, and anti-craft training ships, and 1 mine layer. 180 aircraft were destroyed. All in 402 personnel were killed, and 1,282 were wounded. 57 civilians were also killed in the attack. The Japanese losses were light, losing only 29 aircraft, most of which were attacked. Japan lost 5 midget submarines, lost and only 765 servicemen killed or wounded.
Introducing Maxwell House Coffee. It's the best coffee ever, and it's only 50 calories. For over 100 years, we at Maxwell House have been dedicated to quality. That spirit continues today. Try Maxwell House Coffee.
So now the President of the United States is debating with several politicians about if we should declare war on Japan. And I'm just getting information right now, so yes, and now we heard that the President has declared war on Japan. So we'll bring more information soon, and yeah. So next week, tune in because we're gonna talk to some dude that has been in the war before. So